Welcome to another edition of Mic'd Up. The Saints host the Cardinals this Saturday at 7 p.m. in their final preseason game, and it will air right here on KATC. To preview the game, ESPN 1420's Scott Prather joins me to talk some black and gold. Now, Scott, let's start with the hottest topic, the quarterback battle. What's been your impression of Jameis Winston versus Taysom Hill?
That, Sean Payton is having a tough decision because it doesn't seem like a tough decision. Jameis should be the starter, and I said on my show this week, I think some of the harder decisions in life are actually very rational. They're just hard because they're emotional. I think it's tough. Coaches, they get attached and there's emotions involved, but it's got to be Jameis. Seeing him go through his reads on that first drive, albeit in the preseason game against the worst team in the league, but how he goes through his reads, how he recognized the coverage right out the gate, 9 of 10, and, getting a shot to run with for the most part, a lot of the ones.
This Saints camp has had a lot of local flavor with former Cajuns Deuce Wallace and Christian Ringo on the roster. What impression do you feel like they've made, and what chance do they have to make the final roster?
Well, I think Ringo's chances are pretty high considering all the injuries the Saints have had at defensive tackle. The fact that David Onyemata is going to be suspended for the first 6 games. And to give Chris a lot of credit, Christian Ringo has had a good camp, particularly in terms of the pass rush. For Deuce Wallace, I'd never count a kid like Deuce out, from his days at STM, walking on to UL, eventually working his way into a scholarship, being voted a team captain. But he's got to make his mark on special teams. And I know he played 8 special team snaps in the last preseason game. He played 41 snaps total, but that's going to be his role. I wouldn't count either of them out, but I would expect Ringo right now to be on the team. And for Wallace, it'll probably be what I'll be watching most closely Saturday night, honestly, because in this preseason finale, you're mainly going to be seeing all of these guys that are fighting to make the team. You might see a starter here or there, but for the most part, Saints got to trim that roster from 80 all the way down to 53 by Wednesday afternoon. And so they got a lot of guys that this is their last opportunity to really show up and show out. And I'm going to be watching 36 on Saturday for sure.
The Saints-Cardinals kick off at 7 p.m. Saturday on KATC with the pregame show at 6:30. That's Scott Prather of ESPN 1420. Scott, thank you so much for joining me.
Seth, always love talking to you, man. All the best, and let's do it again soon.